All rise. Judge Vanderbeat Court is now in session. Justice case number JVB 1036, Martinez case.
Thank you.
You up?
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Martinez,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I'm here to put Daddy on child support.
That's his name, Daddy?
Well, that's what I call him.
Okay. Right. Oh, right. So how many children do you and... I'm sorry.
Hold on. This case is going to get messy really quickly. Today, we're going to dive into the courtroom battle between Ms. Martinez and Mr. Dave. Ms. Martinez claims she's here to put Mr. Dave on child support. But when you hear the backstory, you realize that this isn't your typical support case. Instead, we're talking about a man who was paying $2,000 a week for, let's say, companionship, rather than for the baby. Now that a child is involved, the money abruptly stopped flowing. But the real question is this about child support or a lifestyle cutoff?
What is your name?
My name is Dave.
Dave. Mr. Dave. You're putting Mr. Dave on child support.
Correct.
Okay. How many children do the two of you have?
We have one.
Okay. And what's the backstory? Like, was he not paying? I mean, what was going on?
Okay, so we met a while ago in my hometown. He actually works in a position where it allows him to travel a lot. He just so happened to be in my hometown, and we kind of met at a bar. We kind of had a few night stands, something like that. And we kind of got an arrangement to where he would basically provide me with about $1,000 a week. With a week, yes, a week. So with my allowance, it allowed me to begin to do my position as a stylist. And when I told him I got pregnant, he cut me off. And now he doesn't want to take care of our child. We already got a DNA test and he knows it's his child. So I don't know what the problem is. So I'm here to put him on child support.
Okay, so you lost me at the $1,000 a week part. Was that for you only?
For me, he was kind of looking for something that allowed him to have pleasure and, have fun while he's in my hometown. And I was okay with that, because that's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want anything serious, like as far as, commitment and marriage and all that good stuff. So we decided to just have fun. And now he wants to cut me off because we have a child together and he doesn't want to take care of him.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to address the $1,000 a week part because that has nothing to do with why we're here. I just want to know about the child support part. Is there a reason you haven't been giving her financial support for the child?
I never agreed to child support.
Okay.
I agreed to the fun part, and fun time's over.
Wait, let's take a moment. Dave is attempting to act as though nothing ever happened, but the law doesn't operate that way. Whether you were giving out money for fun or not, you still have real-life responsibilities once a child enters the picture. $1,000 a week or $52,000 annually tax-free isn't child support. It's a salary. Let's face it, this isn't about co-parenting. It was a transactional arrangement.
At the fun time's over, the adult time begins, which is caring for the child.
I never agreed to have a child with her.
Okay, you probably didn't, but you guys were having fun and had a kid, right?
He wasn't complaining when he was up in there.
Okay, so you guys had a child.
Well, there was no reason to complain, but yes, ma'am.
If we want to get into that, let's not start.
Yeah, please don't, because I don't think I have time for that today. I would have to, set aside some special time to hear all of this story. So we're just going to focus on the important part, okay? Now the child, whether you agreed or signed up for child support, you have a child. You need to take care of that child financially.
Your Honor, I would like to say something. I don't want to make this personal aspersion on her character. How do I know that's my child?
Well, you already had a DNA test. It's been confirmed that you're the father. You forgot about that?
Evidently, it slipped my mind.
Oh, okay. You're probably having too much fun. But again, you have a child now, and you're going to pay child support. So let's get some information from you. How much do you make a year?
I make a good year up around 108.
108,000. Okay. And health insurance. Who carries the child on health insurance?
I
He
carry.
does.
Okay. And how many children do you have besides this one?
I have 2 children.
2 children. Okay, so we can give you credit. Well, how old are your children?
They're not in the house. They're adults.
Okay. That wasn't my question. How old are your children?
How old?
Yes.
One's 30, one's 35.
30? Okay. So definitely none under the age of 18.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So let's do some math here. Looks like your gross comes out close to $9,000 a month. Your net is about $6,436.81. That gives you, well, giving you credit for health insurance. And you said how much was it?
Health insurance about, I think it's around 200.
Okay. So I'll give you credit for the health insurance that you carry on the child. That will bring your child.
I'm sorry, but biology doesn't require a contract. He never agreed. Dave, there is always a potential of adult repercussions when you participate in adult activities. The worst part is that he has previously undergone a DNA test. So why is he asking me how I know it's my routine? Dave is making every possible reason, but the court isn't buying it.
And that's all he has to pay.
I'm okay with that. I mean, it's like a cut to me, but it's fine. I mean, I got my business. I can take care of my child, but I just didn't think it was fair for him not to have an obligation to our child.
I definitely agree with that. He definitely has an obligation to the child in terms of what you all may have going on in fun times. That has nothing to do with me, and I can't do anything about that.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes, make it quick.
I have another life besides this life. I have 2 wonderful kids, a wife, and
Wait a minute.
I need to focus on that life.
Wait a
I don't
minute.
need to focus on this life.
Did you just say you were married?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does your wife know about this 1-year-old?
Let's put this in perspective. He used to give her $44,000 a month for fun, but now that it's for his child, it's suddenly a problem. Dave makes $18,000 a year, so his obligation is $1,087 per month, or just over 14% of his net income. This is precisely how the system operates.
Factor later on, but at this point, no.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
you were literally at my house yesterday.
Okay, well, you know what? You guys are not going to fight in front of me. So
Sorry.
what we're going to do is, do you have any more questions?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions pertaining to your child support? Not anything else. No fun time, nothing like that.
Wait, did he just admit that he's married? Oh, this just took a completely different turn. He had a whole family at home when he was spending thousands on Miss Martinez, so it makes sense that he didn't want this case to be made public. In addition, he just made this admission publicly, so if his wife didn't already know, she does now.
I just wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the Martinez case. Mom was bringing dad to court. She was seeking child support. Now, what was interesting about that case, you heard some talk about, how their relationship started. Dad was actually married, had 2 other adult children. Well, none of that matters in terms of determining what his child support amount should be in regards to the child that he had with mom.
Let's take a look at the Martinez case. Dave tried everything to avoid responsibility, including claiming he had amnesia, but none of that changed the fact that he is legally responsible for his child. The judge decided that $1,287 a month is a good deal, especially considering his previous arrangement. What do you think was the fairness of the ruling? Should Dave be paying more or less? If you enjoy these crazy courtroom breakdowns, hit the like button and subscribe to stay up to date on more amazing cases.